So you can do little things that move things in a big way around company culture. I'm going to give you an example from a chemical testing laboratory that I did a bunch of work with. They had an overall company culture that it wasn't terrible. They didn't have don't row and like everybody stop working or you don't have to. It wasn't like that. Their company culture was more along the lines of do the bare minimum, and when nobody's watching, loaf. But things still got done by and large. And we wanted to alter it to be very accountable, and we wanted to be able to move things in a very accountable way. So the thing that we did was we installed a promise system for the lab. The lab had a promise every single day to get a certain amount of work done and have it all completed by 3:30 in the afternoon. So everything needed to be done by 3:30, and we invented that standard. That standard had never been set before. By inventing that standard and then pitting people against it, we had every person rate themselves on how they were doing with operating efficiently throughout the day. And we had a morning huddle where we talked about people's ratings every single morning to see what they thought about how they were doing with efficiency. But by having that happen every single day, people naturally got more and more efficient. And the game was to hit the 3:30 thing. When they started to hit the 3:30, we started to do things for them. We didn't tell them ahead that we were going to do things for them. We didn't dangle a carrot in front of them. We just had everything be about the 3:30 deadline. Took them on vacation. Did some other things for them, gave them certain bonuses to the lab manager and things like that. Didn't tell them that we were going to do that. We just had everything geared toward our self-rating system and each employee rating themselves and the lab manager rating them and us rating the lab manager on a daily basis until we wrenched in that this was the way that it was. And it didn't take long. It took about 2 weeks to get the company culture to move the way that it needs to move.